Okay, so now we're going to take a look at an example that demonstrates the concepts that we were just talking about in the last several slides. We're going to reuse the time1.java file that we used back in the first example in this lesson, and we're simply going to modify it to include a package statement. And first we're going to do all of this in the context of NetBeans to show you kind of a typical Java development environment with packages. And then we're going to go ahead back to the command line and show you how you can do this stuff by hand as well. So you'll notice first of all that in the source packages for my project, I have a default package that has time1 package test.java. That's our main application. And I have a package by the name of com.dytel.jhtp7.ch08. Now, in reality, behind the scenes, NetBeans is managing this folder as a set of nested folders that contains in the ch08 folder the time1.java source code file, and when we compile it, it maintains a parallel set of directories that would contain time1.class. So here what we've done first of all is we've got the time1.java file. It's got a package statement, and when you first create a new class in NetBeans, you have the ability to specify what its package will be. So actually, in fact, let me go ahead and show you that. So if I go to source package and I say new, and then I say Java class here in NetBeans, you can see that I can pick my class name, and then I can say that I want the package to be one of my source packages, and I can pick between the packages. And let's say I wanted to create a new class that's going to be in my package that we're talking about in this example. I'm going to get rid of this in a moment, so I'll just leave new class as the name. So it'll go ahead and create another file, newclass.java, and notice it went and wrote the package statement for me automatically. So again, NetBeans is smart enough to deal with your packages, and in fact, if you wanted to create a new package and move this class into it, it would rewrite the package declaration automatically for you. I'm going to go ahead and delete that file. You can, by the way, also create a new package by right-clicking Source Packages, selecting New, and then saying Java Package, which you see here in the options. Right, now, going back to our time1.java file, remember that there's a couple of key things we need to do to get a reusable class, one of which is to create a public class. The class we created all the way back at the beginning of this lesson was in fact a public class, so we already took care of that step. Step 2 was to introduce the package declaration, and then step 3 was to compile that class into the proper package directory structure. Now I can't really show you that so easily here in NetBeans without first just doing a build and letting it go ahead and do its normal processing. Once that's done though, I can go to this Files tab and I can take a look at my project that I'm dealing with, and within the build folder you'll see that there's a classes folder, and then as I expand this out, take a look, and here you see all of the names in my package along with the time1.class compiled time1 source code file. So you can see that it is indeed creating the full package directory structure for me here. I don't have to worry about doing that. So now that I've got my compiled class, we can go to the time1 package test class, and notice what we're doing here. We are importing the class time1 using its fully qualified name. When you put the class into a new package, it's no longer in the same folder, so it has to be imported for use in the program. And in fact, if I go ahead and comment out this line of code, and then I try to build my program, you'll see that it has no idea now what the class time1 is anymore. It says it cannot find symbol, and it says class time1. And it tells me that at line 10 in my code, and you can see that this is line 10 in my code. So I have to include the import declaration to make use of this class now. However, once I do, this is the same main method we used to show you the time1 class back at the beginning of this lesson. We create an object of class time1, and we go ahead and manipulate that object. And if I run this program, you can see that it produces the same output as the original program that we showed you at the beginning of the chapter. So we've reorganized the class structure a little bit so that we can take advantage of a reusable class called time1. Now I'm going to comment out this line of code one more time and show you that you actually can hard code the complete name, the fully qualified name of the Time1 class. So actually I'm going to press enter here so I can start a new line, and watch what happens in NetBeans when I type com and a dot. It shows me the different packages that start with com that I can use here. So as I type Dytel and a dot, it shows me that there's a folder JHTB7, and if I hit tab it'll fill that in automatically, and now I see my package name, part of my package name, CH08, and I hit tab and hit dot, and then bang, there's my Time1 class, and now I can create a Time1 variable. Actually I've already done that here, so let me go ahead and pull that up. So now I have a Time1 variable called time, but the thing is I have to use this fully qualified name on both sides of the assignment operator or the equals operator here. So I'm now declaring a Time1 object called time, and I'm creating a new Time1 object, and I'm using the fully qualified name to do that. And in this case, if I run the program, it's going to compile and rerun it, and you can see that it does in fact work correctly. So you can use your fully qualified names if you would like. As you can see, it's quite verbose, which is why most people prefer to simply use the import declaration and the simple names of their classes in their code.
Looking to advance your career by acquiring new skills? Tired of expensive off-site training programs? Wish you could learn from the best instructors in the industry? Look no further than Live Lessons. Self-paced, personal video instruction by the world's leading technology publishers. Each live lesson comes with a DVD featuring 3 to 4 hours of instructor-led classroom training, sample program code that allows you to work along with your personal instructor, and an example-rich study guide. Live lessons allow you to watch the entire course from start to finish, or navigate directly to any of the individual lessons. You'll literally watch over the shoulder of your instructor as he shows you how to build state-of-the-art applications. Live Lessons, the power of the world's leading technology experts at your fingertips. To learn more, visit mylivelessons.com today.